I got Emma Miseman number 5. All right. A lot of people think that the Sky are going because of Candace Parker. I think people are overlooking the fact that Emma Miseman is probably the most vital puzzle piece. Like, she's the piece of the puzzle that if you put her like wherever she's supposed to be, if you put her where her position is, you can damn near solve the entire puzzle. That's Emma Miseman on the Chicago Sky right now. That is probably the best pickup outside of Maureen Johannes for the Liberty. Picking up Emma Miseman for the Sky is probably like Coach Wade's greatest move, because she's just the perfect piece into the Sky team. 13.2 points per game, 6.3 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 1.7 steals. Splits 55.6, 27.3, 82.8. And her PER is 22. True shooting 59. 114 offensive rating. 2.8 in total win shares. Best for 6th in the league. 4th in defensive win shares at 1.2. 6th in defensive rating at 96. 6th in steals. Come on, we got a big in steals, baby. Let's go. 4th in field goal percentage. Per 14 games played is about 450 minutes, 55.6. She's killing shit. And she's having an underrated MVP caliber season as well. But yeah, I got Emma Miseman at number 5. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this a full video, but I think at this point I have to. But I got Emma Miseman at number 5. Here's where shit gets I think shit gets tricky here, but it also gets more clear as we move up the list. Like, I'm not going to lie, the last 5, ranking them was probably harder than ranking my top 5. Obviously, Emma Miseman leading her team, or the charge behind that team being great offensively and defensively. If you look up the best stats for the WNBA teams right now, Chicago Sky look title ready again. So Emma Miseman's leading that charge. I gotta put her 5th. Top 4. Number 4. I really tried to put this list together as best as accurately as I can. Number 4, we got Sabrina Yanescu. She is obviously the bus driver of this team. Liberty are starting to find their groove now. Let me check my camera real quick, make sure this is recording. I don't want this. All right, cool. Still recording. I just don't want this shit to delete. Fuck. Yeah, I got to put Sabby 4th. In terms of having an MVP season, Sabrina, I think, is doing everything that you need your star player to do. They struggled early on in the season. Sandy made the move to put her to the 2. They picked up Crystal Dangerfield, and she's been killing shit since. Just double-digit scoring is easy for her now. Obviously, as a fan, it's kind of easy to see that. But Sabrina, 16.6 points per game, 6.8 rebounds, 6.2 assists, 1.2 steals. Splits, 42.6, 35, 91.2%. Now, that 91 is going to stay high. 10th in scoring, 4th in assists, 14th in rebounding, number 1 rebounding guard in the W. 6th in three-point field goals made at 2.3. 2.3 makes a game. 8th in PER with 21.2. I think that's the most impressive part about Sabrina, because some of her gameplay is just like hella sporadic sometimes and very inconsistent. But the fact that her PER right now is sitting at 21.2 lets us know that she's playing consistently well, all right? She's upping that efficiency. Her true shooting is 56%, 10th in win shares at 2.4, offensive rating is a 108. The Liberty, I think right now are 8-10, but they've been surging. I think they're 7-3 in their last 10. And it really isn't due to play of Sabrina Yanescu, because while everyone around her has kind of been like inconsistent on the team, she's been the one that's been consistent, dropping triple doubles, obviously setting history, breaking records. But as this team, it'll be interesting to see how the team starts playing once Rebecca comes back, once Benaja Laney comes back, where are they going to put Crystal Dangerfield? Who are they going to cut? I think they're going to cut Jocelyn Willoughby. But it'll be interesting to see if this type of consistency, if this type of efficiency continues for Sabrina Yanescu. But Sabrina is my number 4. We're going to go ahead and get into the top 3, baby. The top 3 in MVP voting. Like I told you guys that it's like it gets clearer at the top of the table because the bottom of the table is harder to work out. The top 3, I think, are undeniably easy to pick out. Probably 4 through 10 are kind of hard. The top 3, easiest to pick out by far. Okay? Easiest to pick out by far. Hopefully no one's getting upset. Hopefully everyone likes the list. I think I'm being fair. I think if I'm looking at consistent stats, I'm looking at their face value, impact on the team, I think this list is pretty fair. Okay? Number 3, I got Neko Guma. I got Neko Guma at 3rd. Neko Guma, she's having, again, another underrated season. Another underrated MVP caliber season. A lot of these players are like flying under the radar, but they're playing off the charts. Crazy how that works. I might trademark that. Neko, 18.2 points per game, 7.2 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.8 steals. Shooting splits, 59, 42.9%, 80%. Meaning Neko is on 50, 40, 90 watch for the season. Damn near 60, 40, 90 watch. Hell, if somebody ever hits that shit. Tied net 3rd in steals at 1.8, 12th in rebounding, 4th in offensive rating at 120. PER, 7th in win shares at 2.7. Offensive win shares is 2.2. True shooting, 64, about 65%. 3rd in PER at 24.9. 8th in scoring, and she leads her team in points and rebounds. The most impressive thing to me about Neko's gameplay right now is her efficiency at 24.9. The sparks are all over the place, but as of right now, she is helping to right the ship because they've been picking up a few wins recently. But Neko's play has been outstanding. She's been the best player on the Sparks, I think, for most of the season. Katie Lou Samuelson is starting to step it up a little bit. I had Katie Lou as an all-star. I don't think she made it. All-star ratings broke out. All-star voting dropped today as well for the reserves. But Neko has definitely been the one for the Sparks. You can't deny the season she's having on both sides of the ball. Player efficiency rating, I think, it just demonstrates that. Her win shares demonstrate that she's killing shit again on both sides of the ball. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to appreciate. I don't think you can deny that she would probably be top 1, top 2 if these other players weren't there. And that's because these other players are damn near 1A, 1B for MVP voting, on MVP ranking. At number 2, let me just close that off because you can't go wrong with the top 2. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You can't go wrong with the top 2. At this point, the top 2 are so far away from like Neko's probably at the closest person that could probably creep into the top 2. But this is really like a 2-horse race, if we being honest. And I'm not sure how you say one person's better than the other right here because they're damn near the same thing. And I don't want to come in here and give you guys a tie or like anyone can be like number 1 because I just want to give it to y'all straight. I just want a number 1, a number 2. And this shit's difficult. It's really difficult. But at number 2, this might spark a lot of shit. I got Brianna Stewart. I got Brianna Stewart, number 2. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I got Brianna Stewart number 2. I'm about to read off these stats, and y'all gonna be like, "How the she at number 2?" Again, guys, it's so close. It's so close. I don't want to. I don't want it to seem like it's so close. You really can't break them apart, but I gotta put her at number 2, man. And here's the one thing I said: how team records and stuff like that can be used as the additives. In all honesty, that might be the reason for Brianna being at number 2. Brianna Stewart, 22.7, 22, sorry, 7.6 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 1.9 steals, splits 46%, 36.4, 86, leads the league in scoring, second in the league in steals. Both these players, 1 and 2, are definitely in MVP and DPOY conversations. Damn near at the top of both of them. Ninth in rebounds. 3.7 total win shares. She is leading the W in win shares at 3.7. A lot of people right there would just say that Brianna Stewart's the best player in the W. 3.7 total. A lot of people would say she's the best player in the W with 3.7 total win shares. And honestly, if you're doing that, that's fine. I understand. If you're doing that, that's fine. I understand. I'm not gonna say you wrong. I'm not gonna say you wrong. Okay. True shooting, 58%. Usage rate, 28%. Goddamn. 28% usage rate. 1.3 defensive win shares. League leading. 1.3. 28.9 PER. That's a league best. Obviously, your team record, I think, is around 11-7. She is number 2 in my book because I think number 1 offers a little bit more to my liking. So it's a little bit biased, but it's more so biased because there's certain part of like defense that I'd rather have. Now, again, both these players are in MVP, DPOY conversations. Brianna Stewart, if you put her number 1, I can't argue against it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't argue against that shit. But at number 1, I have A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson, 18.3 points per game, 9.8 rebounds a game, 1.6 assists, 2.5 blocks, 49.8 shooting splits, 49.8, 37.1, 77.6. Third in win shares at 2.8. Second in defensive win shares at 1.2 behind Brianna Stewart, obviously. 25.8 PER behind Brianna Stewart. True shooting, 57%. 13th in defensive rating at 95. Second in blocks. Second in rebounds. 7th in scoring. 25.8 usage rate. Now, Brianna has early on, she missed a couple of games as well. So I think A'ja definitely has more stats in certain categories, but it's hard. It's hard to. Yeah, I just don't think you can go wrong with either of them. But I got A'ja Wilson first because I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. She is the best player on the best team, while also being arguably the best player in the league. I gotta give her number 1. Hopefully you all liked my list. This is who I have ranked as the top 10 players in the W right now. I think it was fair. I really do. I think it was fair. It'll be interesting to see what the list looks like next month because I'm going to do it again and I might cut 5 or I might just cut to 3. But it'll be interesting. But I like my list. Let me know what you guys think about my list. Please argue with me if you have anything to argue with me about. Put it in the comments. Let me know how I did. This is like my first time doing a ranking and getting like doing the research behind it as well. So let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys on the next video. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. Subscribe if you're new. It's been your boy. I'm out of here. This is a long ass video. I apologize, but hopefully it was enjoyable. All right. Peace.